What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Snowman's Garage. For you guys in for a treat this episode. Taking out old reliable here, my 1981 Chevy El Camino, all the way down on like a 4.5 hour, like 4 hour and 20 minute road trip down to Omaha, Nebraska for hot summer nights, the 1320 car show. I was planning on just taking the pickup, but I felt like I'm in for a little bit of an adventure. It runs. Doesn't run great, but I got in the shop here. I'm just going to look at the spark plugs and a few things and change the oil and stuff before I go down to Omaha. Look at that beauty. My chrome's all dusty from driving on these gravel roads, but 350 cubic inches of pure power right there. It's pretty oily. Can't really get any on my finger, but yeah, it definitely looks kind of dirty. I just took this easiest one off here first. I'm kind of surprised. I'm happy that there's no oil or anything on my intake here leaking from my valve covers. Everything looks pretty clean, but yeah, definitely gonna have to change out these plugs, it looks like. You know, I kind of forgot how much of a pain in the butt it is to change these spark plugs on this car. There's two more back there, so I just cleaned these two easy ones up and wiped them off. I'm gonna put them back in. They're really not that terrible. My carburetor's running rich, but it's running. So I'm definitely gonna bring some spare plugs along just in case. But this engine's coming out this winter anyway, so I'm just gonna run it. I got an old STP filter here. Who knows how old this thing is? I don't even know where I got these, but still in the wrapper, so I'm gonna use it on this engine since this engine's about junk anyway. But I'm sure it's still a good filter. I had a couple of them laying around that I think I just found somewhere. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Looks very clean under here. Nothing's leaking, no fuel, no oil, no antifreeze. My transmission looks a little dirty though. That was leaking a little bit, but I think it must have plugged up with dirt or something. It's not leaking anymore. There was no tranny fluid, no oil, nothing on the ground, so pretty pleased with that. So now I'm just going around making sure all my header bolts are tight. I have an exhaust leak. I think the gasket is out on this header, but it's not too bad, so I'm not going to replace it right now, but I'm just going to make sure they're all tight. I got my special tool here, my sawed-off 3/8 wrench here for tightening up these header bolts. All right, got the El Camino all ready to go. Got my tools and my jack along. Hopefully I don't need to use either of them, but you know, rather be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna end up in Sioux Falls for the night. Gonna go to my brother's and hang out with him, stay at his place. Might be just Sioux Falls for the whole weekend because my buddy that I'm going to this with, I was gonna pick him up in Sioux Falls and head down to Omaha. I don't know if he really wants to go anymore. I don't really want to go by myself, but all I know is I'm going on a road trip. Oh, I will turn my wheels to the south and go wherever the wind guides me. So I don't really know where I'm going to end up for the night, but just tag along for the ride. So I cleaned the old El Camino up because I thought I was going to go on a date with a girl tonight, but I got stood up, so I guess I got
Got the homies here, you know. Tyler making it his first appearance at Snowman's Garage. I've been on more dates with this guy than I have with most women. No homo though. Just bro-chotching it out. Look at this bad boy. It's Texas Roadhouse ribeye. That's a good looking steak right there. Somebody had a few too many Bush lattes at the old Texas Roadhouse getting sloshed. I didn't realize this. I don't know why I parked in this spot, but yeah, golly. All right, never ended up going to Omaha this weekend. Just stayed in Sioux Falls and hung out with my buddies and my brother. So I'm heading back up home now. It's a couple-hour drive. Sure she'll handle it like a piece of cake. Let's get after it.
That's why they call me bad company, and I can't deny. Bad company till the day I die. Till the day I die. Till the day I die. Rebel souls, deserters we are called. Chose a gun and threw away the sword. Now these towns.
I'm recording now. It is recording.
Stop it.
I know it is recording.
Blooper reel goes crazy, bro.
Blooper reel goes crazy. Ew, you just stepped in the vomit.